that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The toss sweep to the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And this offense has got it all working. right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He leaves it with his back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it out. It's peace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Rotlier. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They had to kick a field goal on their first drive. They really need to punch it in the end zone on this one on third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. And the Vols will try to punch it in on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
And the Aggies are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. And they'll accept the penalty and push this offense backward. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He'll pitch it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Getting some heat. Finds a man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to...
He's going for it all. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
Big-time rivalry game in the great state of Iowa today. Iowa and Iowa State, here is the very latest. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward. The Vols get enough for the first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it on the counter. Shakes off the tackler. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Marks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On second down, he'll fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 26.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Peace. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Nifty little dance step. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go right back to him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Feeling some heat. Extending the play. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's caught inside the 30. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got his man all by himself. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Rams him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown ball.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Peace. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over.
A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that. Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcats return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got room to work.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Bearcats will snap it on first and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Makes the grab. It's Wade. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So New Mexico State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Got his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. New Mexico State now working from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback adapted. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out fast. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Miranda. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Wade. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Miranda. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
Man, that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On the run, it's Coffee. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Spins away. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors. Update. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball and make big plays after he catches it. He'll catch it, give me some positive yards, mission accomplished.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line is set on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Bearcats are in the hurry up. Dialing up a second down pass play. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
From the gun. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They're bringing heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Battle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes his connection.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking for a crease. It's Coffee. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket starts to collapse. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Coffee. Showing off the arms. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is